Hi everybody, it's me again. I'm going to segue very soon into the cosmological argument. Thinking about going into the argument from contingency, which I believe is kind of halfway between a cosmological argument and an ontological argument, so it's a good bridge to take us into the cosmological argument. But before I do that, I wanted to present a thought experiment that I kind of stumbled upon as I was thinking about the ontological argument. And if you've watched my original ontological argument, you're going to immediately recognize how this is related to it, but it's distinct from it as well. It kind of uses the logic of the ontological argument to prove the existence of a most supreme ultimate thought. So it is the argument for God, in a sense, from thought. That, I was just reading a book the other day about Socrates, in fact, and Socrates had a concept of God apparently as as pure thought, like absolute pure thought. So anyway, here's the argument. You can tell me if you like it. So it begins like this, okay? Thinking of nothing is equivalent to not thinking. Therefore, it is equivalent to not thinking of nothing. So thinking of nothing is equivalent to not thinking of nothing, which means, premise 3, it is impossible to think of nothing. Okay. Premise 4, if it is impossible to think of nothing, then it is impossible to think of nothing being thought. I'll say that again. If it's impossible to think of nothing, it is impossible to think of nothing being thought. If you can get that, that's the most important part of the argument. Since it is impossible to think of nothing being thought, therefore it is impossible to think of nothing being thought before our thoughts came into existence, or at any time in the past, or at any place in the universe. So the conclusion is that there is a kind of thought that we must think of as being thought at all places and at all times. An infinite, absolute thought. So that's the argument. I hope you guys find it interesting. And next video hopefully will be some kind of a cosmological argument. God bless you guys. Have a good day.